Too often, I hear and see men I know sitting around feeling bad about their wealth and wishing there was a way for them to beat the odds and become financially successful. And while they are correct that the current wealth and ownership system is rigged against the little guy, making it difficult to significantly ascend the wealth ladder without a great deal of assistance or wealth, it is not all that simple. While money and class systems make it difficult to achieve success, allowing defeatism to overcome you is the first great mistake that condemns people to a life of immobility, never achieving the success or financial freedom that they desire. To break free from this negative mindset and truly open up the possibility of growing wealth and achieving financial freedom, you must learn to identify and overcome certain key thought patterns within yourself. Fortunately, Sigma males have many habits and tendencies that predispose them to a life of success and growth, and these are traits that can be learned and implemented by anyone, even if they come naturally to Sigma males. Learning these critical life lessons from Sigma males is an important step toward breaking free from the defeatist attitude that may be holding you back in life. Let's look at the hallmarks of this defeatist mentality and the habits of the Sigma male that allow them to embody that millionaire mentality in this post. I want you to use these tips and reflect on your own approach to life, so that by the end of this post, you'll have a better idea of the attitude and habits you need to develop in order to emulate the millionaire Sigma mindset. Let's get started. The issue is most of us work day in and day out, often in jobs that don't bring us much joy or fulfillment, purely to pay the bills and perhaps in the hope of one day saving enough to invest and achieve financial freedom. When people see themselves putting in all of this time and energy day after day, year after year, and never seeming to get any closer to their goals of wealth and success, it's easy to understand where frustration and a sense of hopelessness arise. As a result, some may believe that the only way to obtain wealth is to be born into it. And while this certainly helps, it is far from the only way to make a lot of money. WealthX, a market research firm, compiled data from 2018 studies and concluded that the majority of the world's ultra-wealthy population, those with a net worth of $30 million US dollars or more, 67.7% of those individuals were self-made, while 23.7% had both inherited and self-created wealth. Only 8.5% of these global high net worth individuals have completely inherited their wealth. In the same year, the research and analysis firm Fidelity investigated self-made wealth and discovered that the top sources of assets for self-made millionaires were investments and capital appreciation, compensation, and employee stock options/profit sharing. This path to wealth differs significantly from the path taken by those who inherited their wealth, who are more likely to cite entrepreneurship, real estate investment, and the inheritance itself as asset sources. This demonstrates that, while inherited wealth may allow for larger initial investments, such as real estate or launching a business empire, it is the mindset and attitude that produces high net worth that is most important when it comes to making wealth, regardless of where you begin. So, what are the millionaire habits that Sigma males have mastered, allowing them to be among those capable of transforming attitude and habits into tangible wealth and success? They are looking for feedback. Sigma males exist outside of the traditional social hierarchy, which means that they do not derive their sense of inner worth from their social relationships or what others think of them. Unlike other male personality types, such as alphas and betas, who rely on their relationships with one another to guide their lives, Sigma males simply write their own stories and refuse to place themselves on a ladder with everyone else. Because they do not require social validation, they do not fear criticism in the same way that others do. Rather than allowing others' criticism to bring them down or make them feel inadequate, they can listen to feedback and extract as much valid criticism as possible from it. They are much better than others at learning from their past experiences and mistakes because they actively listen to and ruminate on the feedback they receive from others without allowing their egos to get in the way. Learning in this manner is an important aspect of the millionaire mindset, as men who can honestly examine and evaluate their actions are more likely to develop better, more adaptable strategies for success in the future. Doing so throughout their lives allows them to better identify blind spots and increases the likelihood that their ventures will succeed. They pursue their interests. Many men become trapped in a cycle of unfulfilling work because they pursue a career for reasons other than passion. Sure, there are a plethora of flashy careers and job titles that sound great on paper and come with additional perks and respect of others. But is this what you truly want to do with your life? Or are you just looking for a job because you believe it's the right thing to do if you want to get rich? Following a career from this profit-driven perspective leads to many men entering a workplace they don't enjoy and devoting their days to something they have no passion for. While this may appear manageable at first in exchange for the perks that will eventually come, the truth is that many men will burn out before they reach that point. Sigma males prioritize their passions above all else, and they live with the expectation that they will turn their passion into a profitable venture. Sigma males have a lot more energy and soul left over to give their all to their careers, because they prioritize their own personal sense of freedom and self-actualization over a sense of being tied to a paycheck. Instead of listening to what society says is most beneficial to learn, look inward at your own talents and passions and explore ways to make this the locus of your earnings. You'll be in a far better position to dive right in with the kind of enthusiasm and stamina that leads to financial success. They do not fear failure. As Sigma males separate from the rest of the pack and forge their own path in life, they are unconcerned about the opinions of others. They are not hampered by the fear of failure or the criticism of skeptics. Some people may have a great idea for a new business or investment, but when non-believers tell them that their project will fail, they will abandon it out of fear. Sigma males, on the other hand, are more likely to take risks. They are highly analytical thinkers who evaluate every possibility and outcome to ensure they are approaching their goals in the most rational way possible, and then implement feedback as they go to stay on track to success. This logical, analytical approach to plan implementation instills great confidence in a Sigma male, and is a major reason why they are not afraid of failure. They understand the importance of time. Time is money, as the old adage goes, and both Sigma males and millionaires are well aware of this. This means that most of the time, earning money will take time, a long-term commitment. But it also means that everything you want to do right will take time. As I previously stated, the majority of self-made millionaires became millionaires through a combination of appreciating capital and employee stock ownership, both of which are only profitable through a solid combination of savvy long-term decision-making and the passage of time. Rather than squandering your entire paycheck on living in the moment, try to live strategically and develop a long-term financial plan that will see you convert your income into wealth. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future videos.